Welcome back to Behind the Gloves. I'm Gaz Singh and I'm joined by English light heavyweight champ Dan Azeez. How are you, Dan?
What's going on? I'm blessed, bro.
Good, man. That's good to hear. Before we talk about yourself and what your future holds, I just want to talk to you about this past weekend that's just gone. First of all, did you watch Dubois v Joyce? It was a massive build-up and a massive...
Yeah, of course. Definitely, man. I used to train down at the Peacock, so I'm very familiar with the whole Peacock squad, Dubois, the trainers and everyone. So, yeah, I was heavily invested in it. So, yeah, definitely watched it.
What did you think? Did you
Yeah,
think
no, it was a brilliant fight. It was a good fight. I was impressed. I'll be honest, I was impressed with Joe for his like composure. He's obviously got a granite chin, like, you know, everyone always talks about, yeah, he's got a chin and whatnot, but I thought, nah, but he ain't been hit by someone like Dubois, because I've seen Dubois spar numerous times, see him like lay out countless sparring partners. So I thought, you know, I've even sparred him myself, like, so I know, like, you know, the power might be different, but he really soaked it up, like, and yeah, he just kept his composure, just kind of stuck to the basics, just be popping his jab, and I was really impressed with him. Like, all in all, it was a very good fight. Anyway, when it got stopped, I think I had it maybe one round to Joe. So yeah, no, it was a good fight, very entertaining, and both guys will definitely, they're gonna go on to like go on to world honors. Definitely, both good fighters, man.
so? There's been a lot of talk over the weekend. It's been a couple of days now, letting the dust settle, and there's kind of 50-50 from what I've seen online. A lot of people are saying Dubois quit, and some people are saying that he was right to basically give himself an opportunity to fight on another day. Do you think he quit?
Do you know what? It is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, everyone's health, whether you're a boxer, whatever, your health is most important. That's what comes paramount. And yeah, no one knows what pain you must have been feeling or whatnot. It's easy for everyone to say, even boxers, like, yeah, no, I would never quit. I'd rather get laid out and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you're not the one in the ring at that time, and you don't know what pain he was feeling. You don't know, innit? And obviously, he thought it was the best thing to do, you know, take a knee, and thought he couldn't continue. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, who cares? Like, this is a fight, innit? Like, you know, I don't really have much to say, but like, I'm not one to be like, yeah, oh, he's a quitter, and it is what it is, man. You know, it's a fight. Probably felt a bit too much pain. You don't know what he was going through, and yeah, he just thought the best thing at the time was to take a knee, and that's what happened.
If you were to give him any words of encouragement to Dubois, assuming obviously you know the Peacock circuit, what would they be?
Yeah. Just keep your head up, you know. Like I said, it's a fight at the end of the day, and on that day he lost it. The better man won, and he can come back. He's only 23. Do you know what I mean? He's only 23 years old. Again, he fought someone, Joe Joyce, with all the honors as an amateur he's had. Probably like the best. You know, I'm sure he's like the best amateur that like Great Britain has produced. So yeah, there's no shame in losing to someone like him. And I don't think Dubois not the type that needs encouragement like that. Do you know what I mean? He'll just, you know, lick his wounds and get back on the old horse, and, you know, give it a year or two, he'll be back where he's supposed to be. So.
And then moving on just a bit later that night, obviously you had Iron Mike Tyson return, taking on Roy Jr. Did you stay up and watch that?
I didn't, you know, I fell asleep. I was a bit gutted, you know, that Dubois lost. But yeah, I've seen some highlights though, man. I've seen some highlights. I weren't too keen on watching it, to be fair, because like them two are like my idols, man. I love them. Like, I didn't want anything bad to happen to either of them. Do you know what I mean? Or I didn't want them to disgrace themselves or look in any kind of way and, you know, tarnish maybe their legacy. But they didn't. Like, it was a very good fight. Everyone's been speaking positive about it. They're both good mates as well. So yeah, and the little clips I've seen, it was all right. Like, it was good. So yeah.
So speaking about them, moving on to a legend of our own, Frank Bruno. Correct me if I'm wrong, but obviously you call yourself Super Dan Azeez, right? That's your moniker.
Yeah.
Basically, you wear the same shorts Frank wears. They're most associated with Frank with British people, isn't it? So when you think of that,
I guess so.
Red velvet shorts, I think of Frank Bruno.
Yeah. But to be fair, when I first got my red velvet shorts done for my debut, I didn't even know Frank wore them. So it was only when people started putting pictures and making the comparison, I was like, oh, I didn't even know where he got it from. I copied bloody Marvin Hagler in his early days when he was wearing the shorts. Even Muhammad Ali, he used to wear like red shorts. There's loads of fighters like that used to wear red shorts. But yeah.
Just want to talk to you about this upcoming week. You got two fighters in your weight class. And Yards taking on Lyndon Arthur, 5th of December.
Yeah.
What's your prediction for that fight?
At first, I'll be honest, I was thinking, Yard probably knock him out. But now that it's coming closer, I'm thinking to myself, I don't really, the type of style that I think gives Lyndon problems, it's not really Yard's kind of style. Yard is a very careful, patient, accurate, puncher, like. And Lyndon, he's more, he seems like someone who likes to keep it long, likes to keep it cute as well. So they both kind of like to do that. So I'll be honest, I don't think there'll be a knockout. I don't think there'll be a knockout. I haven't seen anything to suggest that Lyndon would just fold that easy. Same with Yard. So I'm thinking a point decision for either or. And with all the upsets that are happening, obviously Yard is the favourite. I won't be surprised if Lyndon did a points victory or something like that. So, but if I had to place my last pound on one of them, I'd go with Yard. He's got obviously he's fought the better fights. Obviously with the Kovalev fight, and I'll just go with him.
Fair. So moving on to yourself. When are you next out? Have you got any type of MTK giving you a date? Are you working towards any type of month, maybe?
Yeah, I think, I was given January, but I think that fell through. So it's probably going to be February, if that, against Ricky Summers. So defending my English title. And it's also a British eliminator. So hopefully the winner goes on to fight for the British title, which is obviously the direction I'm heading in. British title or Commonwealth.
Fair. So you obviously a fight between Ricky Summers. How do you assess him as an opponent? What is it? What do you his strengths, and do you see weaknesses you can expose?
Yeah, everyone's got weaknesses, but with him, he looks like a good boxer. I've seen him box a couple of times. I think he's a good all-rounder. He can whack when he wants. Seems like he's just a standard boxer. Like he's not bad. And if I take my eye off the ball, it's someone that could, cause problems for me. But all in all, I envision a win for myself. Not taking him lightly, never take any opponent lightly. But
Fair.
I envision a win, a stoppage as well. I would like to stop him.
So correct me again if I'm wrong, but this December, obviously, tomorrow will be the 1st of December or the day after. You'll be approaching 12 months as English light heavyweight champion. I think you won it in December last year.
Yeah. December 14th last year. To be fair, I thought I would be challenging for like a British title, but then obviously the whole COVID situation happened and stuff like that. So it's not that easy to get fights and whatnot. So I just have to go with the flow at the moment, so to speak. Lots of boxers ain't getting to fight, so I can't really complain. But we've got Ricky Summers in a pipeline. Ain't looking past him, but hope to handle business and then move on quicker than bloody quicker than I expected, because this year's just been a bit of a drag. So
what does a perfect 2021 look like for Dan Azeez fight wise?
I smash up Ricky Summers impressively as well, and then I move on, fight for the British, and get the British, maybe even fight for a Commonwealth. One of those two. I got my eyes specifically set on those two titles, and I'm not swaying from that. I'm not really interested in these, WBO Intercontinental this and Silver that and whatnot. I understand they put you in rankings for, governing bodies, but like from when I set out, I said, I want to get these domestic titles prove myself before I move on. So yeah.
Fair. So in a couple of days' time, you got the Golden Contract final coming up, 22nd of December. Obviously, it's being put on by the same management / promotion company that look after you, MTK.
Yeah.
Light heavyweight fight going on there as well. You got obviously Mikhail against Bolotniks. How do you think that's going to turn out?
Obviously, I watched Serge's last fight against Liam Conroy. That was a good performance, very good performance. And then obviously, Bolotnik, I thought he was going to get knocked out, to be fair, by Hosea, but he put on a brilliant performance. My kind of fighter, I like those kind of, European come forward game fighters, and he done well as well. So it'll be an interesting fight. Obviously, I see Serge trying to be more of a boxer, plus the power, and I just see Bolotnik's just coming forward, just whatever, give me whatever you got, and it's a thing of, can you take what I've got? Because that's what he did against Hosea, I thought. So yeah, it should be a good final. We also got Danny Darko, he's boxing against Harlem Eubank.
Looking forward to that big fight, man.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. A fan of both. Dan, know him, very good boxer as well. Harlem, impressive stoppage in his last outing, so I'm really looking forward to that fight. Dan's been in a few good what do you call them, barn burners or whatever, good fights anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Fair. And obviously, I know you said that you don't want to deviate from your path and that you're very interested in either picking up the British or Commonwealth, if not both titles. But if they were presented to you a similar sort of tournament where you could fight for a golden contract, would that interest you? Would you take part?
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, most definitely. I think I'm at the stage in my career where, I can mix it at that level. I think when the tournament was when it's first presented itself, I was just coming to back off a win for the Southern area, whereas I think everybody else in that tournament, they're boxed at British level, at least European or British level. So if I am entering these kind of tournaments, it's all good being confident, but you got to have the experience as well. And then that's why you have a team around you as well. Got MTK there, got my coach Brian O'Shaughnessy, Yusuf Satat, my S&C coach, and we sit down as a team and say, okay, what's the best way to go? So yeah, but if it was presented now, I think I'm at that stage in my career now where I could do well in.
I kind of wanted to deviate away from boxing, man, but it's been going around on social media, especially your social media, that your face is on a billboard. How did that come about?
Do you know what?
Come on, billboard with your face on it in central London is a big deal.
Basically, a local surveying company, Reliable, big up Reliable surveying company. They watched me and Andre's fight. So obviously we're both boys from the area, and yeah, they were just really impressed. They really liked it. They liked the whole build up. They liked the fight. They liked, the post interviews and stuff. And they were just like, yeah, would you like to collaborate with us? Would you mind us getting behind you and sponsoring you, your local talent? And yeah, that's how it just came about. So,
great accomplishment there, though, man. Great accomplishment.
Do you not want to, maybe official behind gloves should get a billboard of me in whatever area as well?
I'll speak to Michelle, man. I see what
speak to Michelle about it.
No, I'll get back to you. But let everybody know what your socials are, man. If you want to shout out your sponsors, man, feel free to do so. I'm sure very appreciative.
You can catch me on Twitter and Instagram, Dan_Azeez. I obviously want to shout out my sponsors, Romac Solutions, and obviously Reliable Surveying Company. One thing about these sponsors, they're not just people that I just want to shout out and stuff. They actually obviously as a small hall fighter, it's hard. Do you know what I mean? And these guys actually allow me to be able to go out there and be the best me. You get me? They essentially pay me to go and train and be the best that I can be. So they're not just people that I want to just pop on my shirt and stuff. I'm proper indebted to them. I feel like I'm indebted to them. So yeah, big up Romac Solutions and Reliable Property Surveying Company. So yeah. And big up yourselves as well, man. Thanks for contacting me. Big yourselves up. You know, I'm always getting people messaging me, you know, supporting me, want to know when I'm fighting next and whatnot. And I just appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. You know, hopefully you're here for the long haul. You know what boxing fans are like. So yeah, I appreciate them. And that's it, yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Dan. We appreciate your time, and we hope to catch up with you soon. We most likely will be at your next fight. And catch up with you then. We wish you all the best in boxing.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else